Welcome back. Well, we're headed to Door County now. We found some more great pies at a place called Sweetie Pies. If you like fruit pies, apple and cherry and all sorts of stuff like that, head there and have a slice or pick up a whole pie. Good stuff.
Well, Sweetie Pies has been here for 14 years. Started in this little house. Although Susan, who was the founder of Sweetie Pies, was actually started making pies at Elquist, which is up in the border of Ephraim and Sister Bay. And they said, can you make a pie? And she said, well, I can do it like my grandma did. She started rolling them out and working the dough and using the butter, and people just flocked to her little stand by the highway, so she started making pies down here. And so it's just like grandma does, all by hand. You'll see pretty soon how they make them.
Well, we start our morning. Elisa usually comes in early at 7. She gets our dough going. Our dough is made in individual balls. It consists of butter, no trans fat shortening, flour, and water. It's a very simple dough. We pulse the dough, which is the only piece of machinery we use. We pulse the dough in our Cuisinart. We add the water, and Elisa actually mixes it by hand. Okay? We follow around. The ladies here are all rolling either our bottoms, which we do in bunches, and we roll our tops, which they have under the damp cloth, okay, in order to keep them from drying out. So that when we start going, doing cherries where we do 18 or 20 in a batch, we have them ready to go. Okay, down at this end, this is our roller Sydney. Over here we have our cutie pie lady. That's Lorna. Down at the end is Karen. She does our bottoms. And I'll just introduce you around the table real fast. Bob and Garrett, they put the pies together. They put all the fillings in, the butter, the mixes. And then down at this end we have Kelly, who, I'll explain this real quick. The reason we do it that way is so that the fruit stays in without having to fall all over the table, okay? Dave, you already spoke with Dave. His daughter was the one that came up with the idea of making the pies upside down so that we don't have fruit falling all over the floor. But this is a typical morning. And then we have our tote board here, so we know what we have to make to fill up the freezer.
We've got at least 30 different pies. This is a kind of a representation of what we have. Our most popular pie is cherry. Just because it's Door County, everybody loves cherries. And next most popular pie is apple. We have apple caramel walnut, which will be coming out of the oven any minute now. That's probably number 3. 3-berry, which has blackberry, blueberry, and raspberry. Then we also have a very popular pie, strawberry rhubarb. That might be number like 5 or 6 on our popularity list. We've been keeping track of which ones. So, and all through the year, everybody likes it. We also have red, white, and blue, which is apple, cherry, and blueberry. And that's very popular this time of year. We have a new one called Berry Treasure, which is blackberry, blueberry, and strawberry. And then there's a really new one called Larry Berry, blackberry, blueberry, raspberry, and strawberry, all 4. So we try to cover all the berries. And this is a pie that was named in honor of my daughter getting her red belt in Taekwondo. It's called Bluesberry, black and blue. Anybody who comes in our shop, the first thing is we want to be sure they have a nice sample of the most important part of the pie. And that's our crust cookie. It's just a little bit of the pie crust rolled out, just like Grandma did. I didn't test this batch. Nice and crispy. Delicious. I do say so myself.